An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Phillip Lindsay, the ball.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Taken down at the.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30.
Woo, yeah!
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
On play action, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
At the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Jarrell Casey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
21-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 10, Broncos 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a run-score game.
Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He's brought down at the
and there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Bradley Chubb.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was no gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one complete to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kansas City.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Kaepernick tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
It's now 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Lock throwing complete here to Judy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
By the Chiefs.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Miles Killebrew.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
28-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he powers his way up past the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just did one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.